So I am fascinated with Infix to Postfix conversion lately because I am building a similar function evaluation in Rust, and I need the Lexer and whatever to actually read this and be able to process it. And I've been watching for quite a lot of scientists online and on YouTube, primarily India guys who are actually great about this. And I came up with a solution that, well, I wasn't doing it correctly in Rust, and I decided to go analog and go through it, right? So that I could build my AST for code better. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and build the postfix from the infix implementation. Now, what I have to keep in mind is that there is a precedence thing happening in operators, and those are usually like this. So plus and minus are usually they usually have lower precedence, but multiplication and deletion, they have bigger or those are more in priority list. I mean, it's hard to conceptualize this, but for myself, I kind of visualize it as a small pyramid, right? Where you can actually see that, okay, you can put stuff on a stack only if it builds the pyramid, but you cannot do anything like have something of equal precedence stacked. If this happens, then whatever is here goes into postfix, and this becomes like the last item remaining in operator stack. And if something like, I'm gonna do it ugly here, if something like this happens, then this also goes to postfix. So if there was a plus here and we encounter multiplications, then it goes into there. Oh no, if there was a multiplication and there the next operator is minus or plus, then we take the first item and put it into postfix. So I'm gonna try and do this with this example here. So here we scan actually everything. So there's a character. So this defines a opening parentheses, and we are with empty stack, so empty array of things, and we don't push anything here in the postfix. So this is empty. Then we receive this. Oh no, wait. Yeah, that's right. Then we receive a variable, no operators, still. I'm so wrong. Yeah, this is the opening thing in the stack. Alright, so we immediately push every variable we have in postfix. So AA is here, and this is here. Then we got a plus character. What is it? Well, it's an operator, and it goes right after opening parentheses because, well, this is kind of a new scope, and there's no comparison happening. so we should expect closing the parentheses to push it into the postfix. So currently in the postfix result there's only this. So we've got this. Then there's another parent. We're here. So what's happening? Well, we've got this, we still have this, and we have this, right? And this is still this. Then we got a B. Remains. And the B is added to a stack. We got a multiply. This is remaining because there's another this. So we've got a multiply. We cannot do anything because there's no precedence check because there's opening parent. This is still AA, B. Then we encounter C. So this becomes the same. A, B, and the C. Alright. So now we get this. This means that everything that there was up until now gets hydrated until the opening parent, right? So let's see, we have still the first, there's still this, and here's our opening parent. So it means that we destroy everything that was here. And we push existing operators inside the scope to here. A, B, C, multiply. And we've got another closing parent. Another closing parent. What do we see? Well, there was an opening here. So we hydrate or destroy everything here. And this becomes an empty stack. And AA, B, C, multiply, and plus. Multiply. So you can see the logic already. When we scan this, you can kind of see that B and C will have to be multiplied first when we encounter the operand, and only then this result will be added, right? So AA will be added to the result of multiplication of B and C. Then we have a minus, so this operator stack is just a minus, and this remains this still. Then we have a D, this is still this, A, B, C, multiply, plus, and the D, because operators are always added. So we've got a D, and there's another multiplication. Alright, so this minus, it has precedence lower than multiplication, so we can build the pyramid of a stack, right? Easy to visualize. So multiplication still goes in here. And this is still AA, B, C, multiplied, plus d, and then we got a 2. We're here. Still a minus, multiplication, a, b, c, multiply, plus d, 2. Alright. And we encountered the end of a function that we want to do. And what should happen is we sequentially pop items from operator stack. So as a result, we have AA, B, C, multiply plus D, 2. Then this is popped first into here. And there's a multiplication. And of course, this is number 2. And we place it here. So again, we can see the logic. B and C will be multiplied because this operator will pop 2 items from the stack. So BC is multiplied like we have in the function. Then we see a plus. We take the result of B and C multiplication. So this is this. Then we see, alright, there's the next operator, multiply. So we take the last 2 items, D and 2. We multiply them, and from this and this we do x and y minus. All the results are subtracted. So this is it, right? In my example that I will need to do in code is actually I've got like a weird table where there's param, so it has a name, and underneath, like in Excel, there's like expression which could be similar to this, right? And this expression here, for example, all of these are numbers, right? I might end up with 10 or whatever. So this expression, for example, will need to be less than the incoming param, right? So technically, I would assume that there's another variable which could be less than or equal to result of this expression. So I would need to build out of this with a resulting stack. I would need to, for example, this param will be 10 whatever. So 10 equals this entire expression that I have here. So technically that would mean that I would put 10 in the beginning of AA here. So 10 AA B C multiply plus D to multiply minus, and the resulting thing will be here just to evaluate it. So I will need to in advance consider that I will need to check whether I should add a parameter and in the beginning or and into the end, just to know if my weird Excel table in Rust in upcoming sessions if it will result into some truths. So maybe boolean, maybe string. So, but I would operate with the truths. So bool, which is true, false. So I hope this is kinda understandable. I made this for myself to better understand how AST building from provided string would actually work, and actually visualizing into a pyramid of possible operators, how would they interact with each other is quite liberating for me. So here we go.